Good morning, everybody. We're back here in the garage and we're finally doing the frickin' blacked out emblem. Alright, it's a pretty simple process. I've laid out everything that you're gonna need for something like this. So let's just get right to it. So the first thing's gonna be your glue gun. You want to have glue gun so that way when you're taking it off you can actually clean it nice and well. You want to have, ideally you want a heat gun, but you can use a blow dryer instead. Some masking tape so that you can properly mark where the last symbol was, so you don't have a bogus off-center, off-placed badge, whichever it is that you're going to be doing. And then some floss, any brand, it doesn't matter, just so you can get under that gooey stuff and like peel off the emblem. Or you can kind of wiggle it, but we're going to be using the floss. So let's get right to it. The first thing I'm going to do is mask up the old emblem, and then I'll come back and show you once that's done. Alright, so we got it all taped up. What I went ahead and did was I put it right here so that it's diagonal with the bottom and flat. Then I ended the last tape where the 3 starts, and then I put one right here so I know how far I'm gonna go out. But just with this one you should know, but with this it is gonna allow for that just that little bit of extra, so I don't put it any higher or any lower than what it needs to be. So the next thing is gonna be just heating up the logo so it can actually melt off. It is cold as heck here, 25 degrees. Yay, Chicago. But we're gonna get it done. Let's get right to it. Here we go. Okay, so we're just about warmed up enough. So what I'm gonna do now is use the floss to go underneath it while still keeping it warm. Here we go. Okay, looks like I need to just warm up that corner a little bit more and we'll be good, okay? Come back when it's done. Just like that, the badge is off. And now you can see we have this 3M tape still here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean that off with glue gun, just to make sure that it stays on, so we can clean it off and we can use the new 3M tape to put the new badge on. So let's get started with this. So we just got the 3 off there, and the first thing we wanna do before we even glue gun, my bad, is gonna be heat it up while peeling off these big chunks of the 3M, the old 3M tape, because you really only want to use the 3M tape to get the small stuff, just to clean it up real good. So as you can see, just peeling away. Very simple process, just takes a while, and it is very cold here, so you got to constantly keep using the blow dryer to get it. Alright, all that residual M3 gunk or whatever you want to call it is gone. So now we're going to take our glue gun. Any kind will work, it doesn't really matter, just as long as it's glue gun. And we're going to take our microfiber cloth and we're just going to go ahead and wipe that clean. So again, here we go. Alright, and just like that, it's gone. Everything that's left there now is just these little minor, what it seems like scratches. Maybe they're like slightly coming off when you peel them, but definitely look like little micro scratches that it might have just left over time. It has been on there since 2015, So can't really do much about that, but the new emblem is definitely gonna cover this up anyways. So what I'm gonna do now is just gonna get some quick detailer and then wipe it down so it doesn't have that glue gun on there, so that my new 3M tape can actually stick on there. So let's go get that. Sorry it's dark, but the plan changed. Quick detailer is actually frozen because we're in Chicago. So we're not gonna be using that. Instead, we got some warm dishwater that we're gonna be using today. Just to again wipe off that residual, anything left over from the glue gun. So not a lot, just dab it in there, right here. And then we're just gonna wipe it off. Nothing too crazy. Just again, to get that stuff off. And we're gonna take the dry side and just dry it off. The tape is still there, which is good, but the marks are also still there, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. Again, it's gonna get covered up anyways. I'm not running this debadge just because I like having an M3 and I like seeing my M3 badge, however you want to call it, but that's what I like to see. So that's why I have it on there. Wipe this dust off. But here we go. We're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna warm up these 3M tapes. The little pack that I bought comes with the logos, the emblems or whatever. You can barely see them because it's a little bit dark. Open this door right quick. So the emblems that I got, they come with these 3M pieces that fit perfect to them. So I'm just gonna heat them up because it's too cold, and I think it'll work better if it's actually a little bit warmer. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, here we go. Applying the little sticker or whatever to it. Easy. If you've ever applied anything 3M before, you'll know that it's just as easy as just putting a sticker on pretty much. Try to keep it from touching anything so it can be as sticky as possible. Line it up nice and perfect. And then there you go. Easy as that. So it's on there now. Just put some pressure on it so it doesn't come off. Okay, now that that's on, we're gonna go ahead and warm it up a little bit so we can peel it and then apply it. And now we're gonna go ahead and apply it using our tape that we had before to line it out perfectly. We're gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, peel it off. Line it up. Oh snap, almost dropped it. I'm seeing now that I actually left a little piece of the sticker not aligned perfectly, but we live and we learn. So I'm gonna heat it up while pushing the emblem up to try to get it on there as best as possible. All right, but first let me just make sure it's on there good. That did the trick, and now it's just putting pressure on it. So I'm just gonna push and get it on there nice and snug. Again, it's not OEM, so it's not gonna be as perfect as the original one was, but if you want it all blacked out, you're gonna have to take a little bit of sacrifices, and I didn't pay that much for this anyways. Really just got it on Amazon, so. All right, so the first part is done. I'll go ahead and wrap it up, and then I'll explain to you where I got it and a little bit more pretty much details of how you can do this, go into a quick overview. All right, just like that, we are done with the install. So It wasn't really that difficult, and it works for every single debadging process out there. So if you want to take out maybe your emblem, or you want to debadge your car, you can use these instructions just to pretty much do the same thing. But again, we got some good stuff coming this week. The Chicago Auto Show is this Monday, so I'll be attending that, and I will be providing a little bit of content on that. Also, we got something in the works, wheels and suspension, coming very soon, and I won't be installing it myself just because I don't have the time, but we're gonna do a quick edit once I do get that on there. But let's go ahead and show you the finished product.